Amhari Igboje. A security and intelligence analyst, Yahuza Getso, has asserted that nearly all bandits operating across Nigeria's northwest and north-central regions are Nigerian nationals, insisting that security agencies know their identities and locations. His remarks come amid fresh nationwide outreach following two major security incidents: the abduction of 25 students from Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, Maga, in Kebbi State, and the killing of Brigadier General Musa Uba in Borno State. The Kebbi school attack occurred around 4 a.m. on Monday when armed men stormed the premises, killing the vice principal and abducting 25 female students. Residents had reportedly been on alert after hearing of attacks in nearby communities on Sunday, but the gunmen still penetrated the area, leaving the town in fear and mourning. In a separate development, Brigadier General Uba, who was earlier declared safe by the Nigerian Army after an Islamic State West Africa province ISWAP ambush along the Damboa-Biu axis in Borno, was later confirmed dead. ISWAP released images claiming responsibility for capturing and killing the senior officer. The two incidents have intensified scrutiny of Nigeria's counter-terrorism strategy as experts warn that insurgents and bandits are becoming more emboldened. Over now to Kwara State, where the Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak has called for urgent reinforcement of security in the Ekiti local government area, particularly in the Eruku axis, following a new wave of attacks in the community on Tuesday. In a statement signed and released on Wednesday by the Governor's Chief Press Secretary, Rafiu Ajakaye, Abdulrazak urged the deployment of additional security operatives to support Secretary Rafiu Ajakaye. Abdulrazak urged the deployment of security operatives of additional security to support existing personnel in the area. Condemning the attack, the governor expressed sympathy for the people of Eruku and its environs, particularly families and members of the Christ Apostolic Church who were directly affected by the assault. He reassured residents that the state government would continue to back security agencies in efforts to safeguard lives and property across Kwara State. Abdulrazak also commended President Bola Tinubu for the recent deployment of 900 additional troops to Kwara, noting that the move is expected to strengthen security in the state. In the first incident, gunmen stormed the Christ Apostolic Church Eruku branch during the special service, shooting sporadically and targeting worshippers. It was gathered that 3 worshippers were killed on the spot, while the pastor and an unsuspected and unspecified number of congregants were abducted into the bush. The senator representing Enugu North Senatorial Zone, Barrister Oke Ezia, popularly known as Ideke, is dead. He reportedly passed away on Tuesday. It was gathered that he was in the United Kingdom receiving treatment prior to his demise. An elder statesman close to him, Chief Nke Mosai, who confirmed the news, described late Ezia as a man with a heart of gold who will be greatly missed by his constituents. He disclosed that the news has plunged Nsukka and the entire Enugu North Zone into mourning. Residents and supporters have expressed shock over his sudden death, especially considering that he had recently recovered fully from a partial stroke 3 months ago. Senator Ezia was the only remaining member of the Labour Party in the National Assembly from Enugu State, as other lawmakers from the state have defected to the All Progressives Congress, APC. The Delta State Police Command has arrested a 54-year-old man, Edward Odega, who confessed to having been sexually abusing his 3 daughters over the past 7 years. Warri correspondent Benga Ahmed completes the report. And moving on, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has postponed his scheduled trip to Johannesburg, South Africa and Luanda, Angola, as he awaits further security briefings on the kidnapped Kebbi schoolgirls and the attack on Christ Apostolic Church worshippers in Eruku, Kwara State. In response to the request by the governor of Kwara State, President Tinubu has ordered the deployment of more security men to Eruku and the entire Ekiti local government area of the state and directed the police to go after the bandits who attacked worshippers. President Tinubu was scheduled to leave Abuja today to attend the 20th G20 Summit of Leaders in South Africa and thereafter proceed to Luanda to attend the 7th AU-EU Summit. Disturbed by the security breaches in Kebbi State and Monday's attacks by bandits against worshippers at Christ Apostolic Church Eruku, President Tinubu decided to suspend his departure. He now awaits reports from Vice President Kashim Shettima, who paid a sympathy visit to Kebbi on his behalf, as well as reports from the police and the Department of State Services regarding the attack in Kwara. President Tinubu reiterates his directive to the security agencies to do everything possible to rescue the 24 schoolgirls abducted by the bandits and bring the girls back home safe. U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said the United States will designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally. He announced the decision during a black-tie dinner at the White House with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Trump's announcement underscores a push by the United States to deepen and formalize its military partnership with the kingdom. He said earlier Tuesday that Saudi Arabia will purchase a F-35 fighter jets it's long coveted. Trump and the Crown Prince also finalized a series of landmark agreements that deepen the U.S.-Saudi strategic partnership, expand opportunities for high-paying American jobs, strengthen critical supply chains, and reinforce regional stability, according to the White House. Speaking at the dinner, Crown Prince bin Salman touted his kingdom's relationship with the U.S., saying it is a special moment. Major non-NATO allies are not entitled to specific security guarantees like NATO members under Article 5, but the designation changes how the U.S. military interacts with the country according to the State Department. These allies are eligible to receive material and supply loans, serve as a location for U.S.-owned war reserve stockpiles, and can enter into agreements with the United States on training. Additionally, private companies from the designated country can bid on contracts to maintain, repair, or overhaul U.S. military equipment overseas. Currently, 19 countries are designated as major non-NATO allies, including Israel, Japan, and New Zealand. And in entertainment, imprisoned rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs has denied the new sexual battery allegation that is being investigated by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The allegations reportedly stem from 2020 and involve a music producer who was asked to attend a photo shoot inside the Los Angeles warehouse where Combs allegedly assaulted him. Combs, who is serving a 4-year prison sentence in New Jersey, was for prostitution-related charges, has denied these and all allegations of sexual abuse. The Sheriff's Department confirmed to the BBC that its Special Victims Bureau is in the preliminary stages of investigating a sexual battery allegation against Combs. It said that additional details would not be released given the sensitivity of the case. The male music producer accuses Combs exposing himself and masturbating while at the warehouse photo shoot, according to the U.S. media. Combs is accused of asking him to assist in the sexual acts and throwing a dirty shirt when the producer refused, multiple news agencies report. Dozens of people, including underage accusers, have filed civil lawsuits against Combs on allegations that include being drugged and sexually assaulted. Some claims include that the music mogul made both promises of career advancement or threats if accusers spoke up. Earlier this year, the rapper was convicted in a New York trial on two counts of transportation for prostitution. He was sentenced last month to 50 months in sentence. And talking sports now, Scotland will go to the Men's World Cup for the first time in 28 years after stoppage time goals on an astonishing night of drama sunk group favourites Denmark at the bouncing Hampden Park. The Scots led twice inside 19 minutes, twice lost that lead, that scored 2 fabulous goals in injury time, one from their own half, to ensure they will return to the finals for the first time since 1998 in France. Inside 3 minutes, Scott McTominay leapt to direct the ball beyond Kasper Schmeichel with an outrageous overhead kick before Rasmus Højlund equalizer for the Danes. Substitute Lawrence Shankland stabbed home his 4th international goal with just over 10 minutes, but Patrick Douglas swept home minutes later for another equalizer before goals from Celtic fullback Kieran Tierney and Kenny McLean sealed the win, and now they will be in the 5 December draw for the tournament next summer in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, after a haphazard but ultimately glorious qualification campaign in which they have overcome Greece, Belarus, and the Danes. And that report wraps it on ITV News at this time. Thanks so much for watching. I am Harry Aigbo J. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, ITV,
ITV, certainly the best.
Certainly the best.
Hello there, thank you for joining us on this special interview series on independent television. And I'm Sonny Duke Okosun. Our guest today on the program is the Ambassador of the European Union to Nigeria and ECOWAS. As a matter of fact, the Ambassador of the European Delegation to Nigeria and ECOWAS, His Excellency Ambassador Gauthier Mignon. Thank you for obliging us your time.
Thank you very much for your kind invitation, sir.
Okay, how would you describe your presence in Benin so far? Is this your first time in Benin City?
Actually, it's my second time, but I came in a private visit the first time because I hadn't presented my credentials yet to Mr. President, so I could not engage officially by the time. So this time it's the first official visit. And I came really with an intention to see how, to review the cooperation we are having with Edo State and to try to see how we can scale it up. But I took the opportunity to visit yesterday to participate to a private preview of the Museum of West African Arts here in Edo State, which is a project I already saw last year when I came first to Benin City.
So how would you describe the level of partnership between the European Union and, of course, Nigeria, and particularly Edo State?
Well, with Nigeria, the European Union, together with its member states and its development banks, what we call Team Europe, I think is the first partner, is Nigeria's first partner in many areas, in trade and investment in particular, and also in cooperation in many areas. And we have 730 million euros in grants for bilateral cooperation with Nigeria between 2041 and 2027, plus also sizable amounts of loans, subsidized loans. And with Edo State, we've had a good cooperation in several areas. I'm thinking in particular of support to migration governance and support to stranded migrants returning to Nigeria, and many of them are from Edo State. And in the last few years, we supported more than 23,000 people to come back and reintegrate into their communities nationally, and many of them in Edo State, just to name an example. So, voilà, we think we can do more in other areas. We're also working in digital economy, in renewable energy, and also in projects for communities. But I always come with states so important like Edo State with an idea of how to try to improve and strengthen what we are doing already.
All right. What is the policy thrust of the European Union in terms of opportunities for young people as it relates to education?
Well, for us, education is key, and young people are a cross-cutting priority in a country like Nigeria. So in all our projects, we integrate a dimension for young people and also for women. And in particular, as far as young people are concerned, we are funding a big national project called Nigeria Jubilee Fellowship Program. It's about helping young graduates to integrate into labor markets by funding a 12-month scholarship for having internships in medium and small size enterprises or public service to get a first professional experience. And this is something that we are now scaling up with the federal government. And we are also offering possibilities of studies in Europe, particularly through the Erasmus program. We have more than 100 Nigerians going every year to Europe to study a master in the framework of the Erasmus program.
All right. What is the
medium and small size enterprises or public service to get a first professional experience, and this is something that we are now scaling up with the federal government. And we are also offering possibilities of studies in Europe, in particular through the Erasmus program. We have more than 100 Nigerians going every year to Europe to study a master in the framework of the Erasmus program in particular.
Fantastic. If you just join us, we have with us the ambassador of the European Commission delegation to Nigeria and Africa, who is in Edo State currently on a private visit, engaging him on a wide range of issues, looking at the partnership between the Commission and Nigeria, and particularly Edo State. Ambassador Mignot, let me quickly take you on a trending issue in Nigeria right now, which has to do with violence, extremism, and the talk around genocide against Christians is gaining momentum across the world, particularly in the US and several other places. What's the Commission's perspectives on this issue, and what is the intention in terms of helping Nigeria to deal with banditry, Boko Haram, and all other extremism that we're seeing playing up in the country right now?
I think it's important not to exaggerate or oversimplify situations which are very complex in Nigeria in terms of violence and insecurity. Of course, it's a big concern for everybody, including for us. We are very much committed with freedom of religion and belief in particular, and of course, any attack against communities or individuals because of their religion must be condemned, unacceptable. But at the same time, we stand in solidarity with Nigeria, with the victims of the attacks, of course, and with the overwhelming majority of Nigerians who are willing to coexist peacefully beyond ethnic or religious differences. And so we stand in solidarity with Nigeria to fight the many drivers of violence and insecurity. And religion is only one of them. And we've been supporting Nigeria for many years through many projects of peace building, of de-radicalization, demobilization of former members of non-state armed groups, for instance. And we are ready to do more. The European Union some 12 years ago received the Nobel Prize for Peace. And so we always feel the necessity to be up to this great distinction that we received to work on peace building, to work also and strengthen a relationship on security and defense with Nigeria, but in a spirit of partnership and of respect for Nigeria's sovereignty.
Fantastic. You're here specifically because of the Museum of West African Arts, MOA, which of course was launched just a few days ago. But what's your take on the current issues surrounding the Museum of West African Arts, particularly against the background of some of the things that happened there, during the inauguration of the center? You were there.
I was there. It was not an inauguration of the museum, actually. Okay. It was just a private preview, because the organizer, I think very wisely, decided, as there were some criticisms, to postpone in the future, because we want to partner more with museums and cultural institutions in West Africa and Nigeria, but we have no direct involvement so far. So I came here really to see the advancement of this very wonderful project I discovered last year when I came first, which is a great opportunity for Edo State, for Nigeria, and for West Africa. It's a West African museum. It's not about only Benin or Edo State or Nigeria even. It's West African. And I must say that the experience that we had yesterday was quite unpleasant and deplorable, because this private event on a private property was disrupted by so-called protesters who came in, allowed by the police, because there was security all around, but they left them in. And they disrupted the whole event. So it's exactly how you scale off. You scale off investors and development partners coming in good faith, to partner with your community. And Germany, for instance, has invested 8.5 million euros in this project. If now they see that this project cannot operate normally, the conclusions will be quite clear, not only for Germany, but for all European stakeholders.
Fantastic. Let's look at a general issue that relates to the involvement of the Western world in Africa in terms of development, in terms of partnership, in terms of insecurity. Talking about partnership, we're seeing the European Union, for example, always disposed to giving loans to African countries, Nigeria inclusive. The perspective of these loans being a trap for developing countries, underdeveloped countries. What are your thoughts? What's the Commission perspectives on this?
Well, this is a trap where we felt collectively, the lenders and our African partners 30 years ago, and we had at the time to pardon part of this debt, to do a whole work to get out of this situation. So now, through, in particular, our new cooperation strategy, which is called the Global Gateway Strategy, we are very attentive not to fall again into this trap. So we limit the level of indebtedness of partner countries. We give subsidized loans. We don't want to fall again into this trap. And what we are seeing with concern is that African countries, some of them, are falling again into this situation with other lenders, not the European Union, because we've learned from our first experience. So this is why now we work very much with financial instruments, blending loans with grants, for instance, subsidized loans which create revenues for the country, so making sure that they can be reimbursed. So it's really a point we are very attentive to.
On a global scale, we've seen the disappearance of peace, so to speak, at the global level. I mean, the Hamas-Israeli crisis there's a ceasefire, there's some sort of agreement, but we're still seeing some measure of violence. We saw recently the RSF activities in Sudan, particularly in Al-Fasher. That crisis is still going on. And these activities or events that are unfolding globally that undermines peace globally, what's your perspective of the fact that it's like the world is hamstrung in terms of dealing with these issues, nipping them at the bud before it blossoms, it flourishes, snowballs into huge crisis like you're seeing now in Sudan? hunger is there in Hamas, there's starvation, there's poverty, and all of these issues happening. Why is it so difficult for the world leaders to have a consensus in terms of how they can collectively respond to these issues?
Because we have collective rules in the United Nations Charter, international law. And what we have seen over the last 10 years or so is that very important players have not respected these rules. You know? Take the case of Russia in particular.
Yeah, Russia and Ukraine.
The Russian invasion to Ukraine,
yeah,
which started in fact in 2014, then it became full scale in 2022. Then we, you know, each from a permanent member of the Security Council, a country which is supposed to be a guarantor of these rules, then, you know, it shows that everybody can do anything and violates international law without punishment. And so this is why it's so important, and this is why the European Union insisted so much that all countries in the world had to condemn the Russian invasion to Ukraine. And most countries, including Nigeria, have done that. But others, including large democracies, have not done so.
When you say large democracy, are you talking about the US?
The US has done so, but others have not. Okay. And then, you know, other crises also popped up. And then when the law starts to be broken here and there, it just becomes contagious.
Ambassador Gotna Migno, thank you so much for your time. Truly appreciate this conversation.
Pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I've been talking with Ambassador Mignot, who is the head of the European delegation to Nigeria and Africa, is currently in Edo State on a visit, and we've been engaging him on a wide range of issues. Thank you for staying with us, and
certainly the best.
Particularly to the women. How are you today? Thank you for joining me on the program Woman to Woman. I'm Adesu Walsawagie, and today on Woman to Woman we want to look at a very sweet topic, delicious if I may use that word, but it's a fantastic topic you don't want to miss. And we have titled today's edition of Woman to Woman, Understanding Boundaries, the power or the ability to refuse. Refuse what exactly? You need to stay by so that you will know what we are going to dish out for you, and the power to say no to quite a number of things. Christmas is around the corner, don't forget. And a lot of young girls, I'm not mixing words, will debut sex. Yes, they will debut sex. And how will that happen? Most of it is going to be a forced one, not by choice. How do they say no so that this does not happen to them? For some careless parents, your children are going to come home with hair that you didn't buy for them, and you will not care to know how they got it. Some are going to come with clothes baggy jeans, boyfriend jeans, all of that gin thing that you clearly did not buy. And these kids are not working. And most of them are going to be on the age, or maybe say, let's put the benchmark at 15 to 18 thereabout. And these things were not bought for them by you, your husband, relatives, or even family friends. So how did they get it? They will debut sex. And if you're not careful, they will, right under your nose. And how do you cop this? How do you nip it in the bud? How do you guide these young girls against debuting sex that they do not want to get into, but are either pressurized or forced to? How? That's why I have Mabel Adege in the studio this afternoon. And she is, should I call her the coordinator of Teen Guidance Initiative, Teens Guidance Initiatives. She is the originator or the creator or the CEO, anyone you want to put it, but now she put them down. And this is to enlighten girls on the dangers of things that may come their way if they are not careful. So Mabel, it's a pleasure to have you join us, and thank you for what you do for young girls.
Thank you.
You know, I saw you on Facebook and I was like, wow. The way we have beautiful women like this who are carrying our young girls like fire in their hearts. You're one of those persons, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, to our topic for today, Mabel. Girls are growing.
Yes,
girls are budding, small. Girls are changing, and some very dirty men are looking at them in a way that they are not supposed to look at them.
Yes,
now let's look at young girls and sex.
You know, when you were talking, I was just laughing. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Mabel, for coming.
As when you were talking, a lot of things, you know, started going through my mind. When I was growing up, I keep on saying this on a daily basis. My mom was not educated. She not even get primary 6 results.
But she gets certificate of born fine girl like you. Let's go on.
But what I went through, if it is now, I would have sued my mom. Because the way I was brought up, it was very hard. Let me just share part of it.
Please
It will
do.
help us. My mom, she has a table close to her room, like this very table close to her room, that once you go out and come back, she has a fixed date that she will lie her girls. We'll be on a queue like this. She will be checking one after the other to see if you are still a virgin.
Wow.
She will use this native egg. You will open your leg. In fact, you will lie down there and put it inside there and see if you are still a virgin. If you are not, you are gone. No. And God so much helped all of us to meet up with our expectations. Let me use that word. We all got married as a virgin. I'm saying this publicly.
Okay.
You get. If you go out, you know that where you are coming from, your home, your mother, she's not the type that tolerates nonsense. You will cooperate yourself. You will sit up. Even when you have the mind to do it. But if you remember that, there is always a day that they will check if you still have this thing, no, you will not misbehave. And another thing you said that made me to remember something again. When we were growing up, you dare not wear clothes that she did not buy for you. There was a day that we were going somewhere. My friends told me, "Na trouser one way." I don't get trouser because my mom will never buy for you. And I said, okay, my friend now brought one trouser. And I took the trouser to my
I hope
sister.
your mother is listening
And I
or watching this program. You're in trouble.
And I took the trouser to my mom's sister's, that's my auntie's place. I kept the trouser there. I tied wrapper and I went out. When I got there, not to, even as you are wearing, as you are coming out, you are watching. If my mom will see you, that was the.
So
or
you break the rule.
Or maybe you will go outside. You will not come back late. Or some guys will not come and check you at home. You are gone. she will ask you what happened to your gender, why this guy, now let you just date this community when he come for. Okay, the school where you say she's your classmate, she's this, what about others classmates? Oh, is you, eh?
Why didn't you go to those
You
people?
are gone. I just feel at this stage, mothers, they have a big role to play.
Okay, you know, mothers of those days and mothers of these days are not really operating on the same pedestal.
Yes, yes.
Mothers of those days had time, and things were not this difficult. Today, a woman wants to get married. The first thing the man asks is, "What are you going to bring to the table?" You get it. So a woman is working, a man is working. In our society today, you see that 50% of homes you have women as the breadwinners. You know, circumstances may be so.
Right.
All right, we have about 50% of women who are breadwinners. All right, and they are working morning, night to make ends meet.
Yes,
most of these women don't really have that kind of time that our mothers had. They don't have. So what can today's woman do to help her daughter who is not ready, for intimate relationship? What can that mother do to help this daughter stay safe?
Okay, even though we have a lot of working class women nowadays, I think there's still a way out.
What is that way out? That
And
is
number one is to have, in a week, you cannot tell me Monday to Sunday you are busy. You should have a particular day set outside to always have meeting with your children. Communicate with them. Talk to them. Have open communication with them. Talk about sex education. Don't hide it. You know those days when we were growing up, my mom would say, if any man touch you,
you don't get belly.
You don't get belly. Mama, it was later I discovered that it is not touching that causes pregnancy. It's not touching now. Why hiding all these things from us? Why hiding it from your children? Hit the name on the head. It is not touching. Let them know that there is something beyond touching. You keep on telling your children, if man touch you, you'll get better. It took me a long time that even that time, if you want to touch me, I go dress. Because I feel say as you don't touch me, I go miss my period the next day. It is not touching that causes pregnancy. Do you know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know why? What happened during their time is not what is happening in this Gen Z generation. You will see 20 years old girl, her body count is already 20. If not even more than. But those days, will you try it? Even our time, and I told you, the guidelines that my mommy placed on ground, that you dare not cross it. If you do it...
How many women have that time today?
That was the reason I said there is still time if you don't want disgrace. If you... It's even obvious that a lot of women, that disgrace self, now they are powder. Because girl come out now, you buy parfait, one. You are angry as a mother. Why did you not buy two? Why one? Is your child working? I think last week I was telling one of my friends, I was like, Osas, see people just they wear bow straight coils everywhere. We won't be say with they work. Fear not they let us buy hair.
You're right.
I go calculate, so I will do instrumental payment, they deposit for months before I can buy it. Thank God for people thank God for those people selling that allowed instrumental payment. But nowadays, Mama, as you are even there depositing 20,000, you will see a young girl that will come and drop 300 that carry her. She will pay cash. My friend now said, you know go cover your eye. One night they don't buy those.
Where did they get this money from?
Two stand whatever, they don't pay for those things. But you are working, waiting for monthly salary.
You know, I boarded a taxi one day and we're going, and then when we check the tariff, I said okay, and then the guy said, madam, you will ask something to me. I say, why? Is this not what your tariff says? I'll pay you what I owe you when I get to my destination. I say, no. If it's one of these Gen Z girls now, they will just give you something big. I said, what did you say? So one of these Gen Z girls now, just one phone call, they are making 150,000. And somebody was saying that there's this little girl, barely 18, who stays around her areas, who charges between 200 and 250,000 naira for hookup. How did we get it wrong?
Do you know that?
Why are mothers encouraging disgrace?
If you are not doing it to, like some women, if you are their child and you are not even doing these things, you don't know anything.
I don't understand these things that you're saying. What are they doing? You
If you are not doing the
you just said hit the nail on the head. So
if
don't
you are
use
not
this
doing
thing for me at
hookup,
all.
you don't have a Yahoo boyfriend. Do you even know even girls of nowadays, mama? They are not ready for dating, courtship.
Stop making me feel old. Call me Adesua.
Oh, Auntie Ade,
Just leave it as Adesua.
they don't like dating. We see some on social media on daily basis.
They don't want to date.
They will tell you, I'm not available for dating. Hookup is okay. I want to go into it. Why? Because just one night, they will have everything. They will have the money that even civil servants, senior civil servants will not earn in a month.
Let me tell you something. Let me break your heart further. Do you know that these are young girls are seeing all of these things? Because these girls will do what they want to do. They come on TikTok to flaunt it. And our young ones, they use phone.
Yes.
And they are seeing all of these. They are copying all of these. How do we save them? How do we help them? You remember once upon a time where a 10-year-old girl or so, a 10-year-old girl was doing had a sex video. You remember that time?
I'm trying to
this
remember.
Small girl, I think between 10 and 11 or so, had a sex video.
Yes, I remember.
She had a TikTok page
Yes.
then. She was just 10. And she already knew what sex is.
Yes.
So you know that a lot of our children know what sex is already. But how do we help them?
But
How do we save them?
Man, I want to also let you know that all these children we are talking about, these teenagers that are already aware of sex life, I can tell you 80% of them learnt it from outside, not from their mother. Because we try to hide the truth from them. See, once your child is 10 years old, start lecturing or teaching that child about sex education.
I think 10 is even too far
It's
with the
too
kind
far.
of things we're seeing in our society today.
It's too far. And I will always tell you, the problem will always go back to we mothers. We should monitor our children. Okay, your child wants phone, you will just give. There is no boundaries, no password, nothing. We don't use password because you want to keep secrets. We also use password on our phones because you want to hide some things from your children. Because even nowadays, even when you don't even have some naked or whatever on your phone, they will always pop up on your phone.
Yes, they do.
Just on their own. So restrict your children from phone until they get to that age, 18 years. Your child wants to do assignment, be there. Don't worry, when I call you, will use my phone and do it. Make sure you are the one monitoring, you are the one typing it. You are the one helping her to get the answer that she wants.
Okay, another thing that parents don't do these days is that 3-letter word sex is an abomination for some parents to talk about it.
Yes.
I remember vividly at a forum, I offered to come talk sex with the girls. And I saw the way some parents reacted. No, 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 no. My child does not do anything. No. I don't want anybody to corrupt my child. And on and on and on and on. I asked the question, does your child watch TV when you're not there? Do they watch movies when you're not there? Do they use your phones when you're not there? It was even a man who was protesting and he said yes. I said, good, I rest my case. You understand?
Yes.
He should use his tongue to count his teeth or use his teeth to count his tongue, whichever one he wants to do. So this so much abominable word that is destroying our children today, how can parents talk to their children about it? And is it only a mother who should talk to the children about sex, or is it also a father's business?
Did you know why I keep on focusing on women?
No, because bad picking and mama get them.
Nah, mama get
Okay.
the good one. I remember one time, you know, my child did something that was very wrong. The next thing, my husband say, "Na me make the pikin do am," and it was not me at all. And I can tell you this, you know, when a child is good, it's for the father. But when the child is bad, now the mama.
Mama
They will even tell you, your mama no, like you don't have upbringing. You get. I just feel that at this stage, if you know your husband is too busy, you don't have choice than to do the work of a mother and a father.
Maybe let's take a short break here. When we come back, you come and tell us exactly how a mother should talk sex with the child, the words that she should use, whether she should say when Peter went to Jerusalem, or you know the way mothers are, they dance around circles, but what is happening is happening. We'll take a very short break now. When we come back, she will tell us how to go about it. Alright guys, we're still here doing our thing as women on Woman to Woman, and Mabel is about to tell us how you can gather your children together, particularly the female. We're not leaving the male child now, particularly your female children, how you can talk to them about sex. Not between of quarrel, not between of when a man holds you, you get pregnant. That is not it. All right, so she's going to be telling us at least a few steps before we round up. So, Mabel, ball is in your court.
I'm here. Okay, I think, you know, when we were talking, I said they should always have meeting. Parents should always have meeting with their children. If you are the busy type, at least once in a week. When you gather them, tell them about sex education. Tell them, you see this sex we are talking about is not for you. But this is how it is. The reason why you need to tell them, as you are telling them about the sex, also tell them the consequences of a planned sex. Because if you don't tell them the consequences, they might go and practice it. So when you tell them the consequences, it will put fear in them. So also remind them, when you are talking to them, also remind them about their goal and aspiration. When you tell them that, oh, you want to be a doctor, they will say yes. You want to be a lawyer, okay. You cannot become all of that if you get pregnant along the line.
Okay, that's one line I want to take you up on, because this has happened. If you get pregnant, and a girl got pregnant along the way, and her friends helped her to terminate it. And it was the mother who got to know about it last when complications came up. So, in telling them the consequences, shall we not also tell them that sex is not for them?
Yes, definitely you will tell them sex is not for you. That is the reason, as you are telling them sex is not for you, you will tell them if you do this, this is the consequences. You will tell them. Me, in a way, but it's not 100%, you have to put fear in them. Because we have seen a lot of children who got pregnant along the line, their parents never rejected them.
Is putting fear in them not a problem in itself? Because see, they have all of these gadgets. They have phones. Even if they don't have phones, they have friends.
But
they have friends who will tell them. They have friends who have already debuted sex and are not happy that their friends are still, how do they call them now? They have this name they call them. You know, they are still, I don't know, I can't remember this word now, but there's this word that they use. This one never open eye, that kind of a thing. They have debut sex. Do you know that there are young girls, 15, 16, 13, who are in the business of recruiting their friends for boys?
Yes, a lot of them.
And then they get a percentage of whatever the boy is going to give to the girl. Do you know there are girls like that?
We have a lot of them. That is why, as a parent, you will keep on talking. It's not just a day one, as in one day, a dating. You advise your children this November. You will say, oh, I've spoken with them now. That's all. If you like, you hear. If you like, not hear, now your life. No. You talk today, tomorrow. You will keep on talking until they get to that phase in life where you want them to.
You know, naturally, mothers were harsh.
Yeah.
So what manner of approach are mothers supposed to use to talk to their daughters?
Be your daughter's best friend.
I don't hear them.
Be your daughter's best friend. Be a friend that your daughter cannot do without you. If anything happens, okay, look at what happened. I don't know if we have time. I did a video before I came here today. There was a story that came to my table today. One woman had 3 children. Another man was molesting them through anus.
3 children?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The children, they finally find out under that man's roof was 16 children. Not big girls, so 16 boys, teenage boys. From
it was sodomizing them.
Like, do you know one died along the line because his born private part was now getting swollen on a daily basis. It was hospital they discovered it. But one woman inside among all these reports, 3 of her children were part of this thing. But she never discovered it one day. Even to the extent that it was, the woman is a tailor, I will not mention name. It was one of her girl in the shop that now said, the way this your son is working is unusual. Like, this is not how he used to work. Her anus was not paining him. He cannot walk well. The mother never discovered it. If that child was your best friend,
how is it possible?
He will relate to you and say, "Mommy, look at what is going on." But because you are harsh, you are violent, you want to pass all your message with fight and fire, they won't get anything. Like person like me, personally, if you shout at me, I will not get any message you want to pass to me.
All right, maybe time is not our friend. I wish we could go on and on and on. Let's just round this up now with you saying one sentence or one statement to that mother who is finding it difficult to talk about sex to the child, who is finding it difficult to teach her child how to set boundaries, who is finding it so difficult to teach her child to have a voice to speak up, to say no and mean it.
Well, I will say be your child's best friend, whether male or female. Be so much close to them that they can relate anything to you. And one word I will not forget to say, make sure you spend money on your children, so that they will not go outside and get it. And also make sure that as a mom that there is peace in that home. Because if they don't have peace, they will go out there and get the peace.
All right, people, this is it for today on the program. Try and be your children's best friend as a mother, because you are that very first person the child knows. So be your child's best friend. Create as much time as you can for your child and try to observe your children and don't be judgmental when they talk to you.
Yeah.
So that you will be able to help them set boundaries, have a voice to say no, and mean it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Certainly the best.
Welcome, your weekly guide to the pulse of trade and daily living across Nigeria. In recent time, the rising cost of food item has continued to place pressure on many households. Today, we focus on one essential ingredient found in the kitchens across the country, egusi, also known as melon seed. Whether it is used for soup, sauce, or local delicacy, egusi remains a favorite meal in many homes. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll find out the current prices of egusi, what is driving the change, and how traders are adjusting to the new realities.
How the price of egusi now? But first, in general, it don't come down, maybe it don't go up.
It don't come down, but no market.
Okay. So how much they sell now? How the cups of egusi? How much they sell for cup?
This cup of 500 before. Now 350.
Okay.
700 before, come before 50. Yes.
So now different type. Yes. This one now which one?
Now Hausa melon be this. This now hand pea.
Okay. Okay. So now this one now how much before? How much now?
Before now 700 the cup. Now it don't be 450, 500.
Okay. What about this one? This measurement,
Obiogo. This one, we dey buy am before 15,000. Now it don't come be 7,000.
So which one? The okay. What about the Hausa one?
The Hausa one. Now they say na 4,000 before na 6,000.
Okay, they say tomatoes cup for this melon.
Many people no dey gree buy tomatoes, e no reach anything. Milk up now they take say pass.
So mama, how na say they buy the melon? Na they buy am for bag abi basket? How na say they buy am?
No, na paint rubber. That is custard rubber. We dey buy am before 9,000. Now it can't be 6,000.
Custard rubber.
The custard rubber.
So, but you know, say you talk and say a different type of egusi. So, so the one where you buy before. So, just tell us which one. Whether na the ando, I been at the Hausa one.
They buy the two now.
For the custard rubber.
The custard rubber for here. For Hausa one, now I tell you 6,000 now. Okay. This one hand own. Before we dey buy am 11,000. Now it don't be 8,500. Yes.
So this egusi na get season wey they come down where we say suppose come down. Get the kind season wey they come down.
Yes, so now this season now. Now this season they don't dey wash melon for farm. Now it go come down. After Christmas again go increase. Benin own 7,000. Now it don't be 4,000.
For which rubber? Which depends rubber?
Custard rubber. And so custard rubber, but I not price the bag. I not price the bag. In a custard rubber they take buy.
And I let Benin they see for down where they never peel.
Hausa na they peel and come by themselves for their own.
This one engine they peel.
This one na engine they peel. This one na hand they.
Egusi be now for market.
Egusi see the way they never see change.
How much na say they carry on a bag, na pants? How na say they carry on for market?
Now it depend on the thing. Who they carry, who they measure for the thing they buy. So it depend on how your money reach. So you can fit carry one bag, you can fit carry quarter of bag. So
how much for those bags you want carry?
If in case you want carry bag, is 200. So. As you take up now you see taste your own gain and the profit. So
so how much now they measure now for cup?
Cup is 500, 600. Exactly. This engine now 500. Hand pay now 600.
The hand pay now the one they use and tape pay.
Yes.
So that the two they different.
Different,
price.
yes.
So now that this cup now this they measure.
Yes, so like this. This one. This one if na engine, this one na 4,000. Hand do na how much? 5,000. For this one.
This one na rubber.
This one na rubber. So hand do 9,000. NG 7,000.
Last price.
Yes.
So person not fit price pass that one.
No. If we two price, we fit give am 6,500. Do it because he na our customer, so na just personal customer. We give am 6,500 lowest price.
So this cup might be the smallest cup on the set.
Yes, might be. No, see the second one. This one na 250 for NGO. Handle 300.
So you talk and say and don't they NGO day. That means the one where they use and say P. So what about the one where they never P at? So now they say that one.
No, not they say that one. If in case you want to say that one, if you that one too much, that one they not the measure for cup. If that one too much, that 300 or 400.
What do you say they measure as? They measure for cup.
Exactly like this. And this one. I saw that they sell off.
So now you talk say the price. When this price will be like this?
Now since last year now. Since last year, now you see the never second that.
But they say egusi they get season they say they cheap.
The season so the last time so that he said last month now. Some say this melon for 9,000 now. Some say 7,000 so. So this period now, I know shall say new melon go soon come out so.
So new melon come out now go.
Maybe if a new melon come out now, go see come down small.
How the business of egusi for market?
If you buy bag now, before was 180, 200, but now it's now 240, 245, depends, 250. Yes. Now.
So what about if they measure for paint? How not they buy them for market?
Well, like now they sell paint 5,000. I don't know how much others say they sell their own. It can be 5,500, it can be 4,500, it can be 5,000.
So apart from paint, other ones where they measure, how you take the measure?
Like Ukobio one now.
PCD Ukobio whole cup.
2,500, some sell it 3,000, some sell it 2,800. Depends on the person.
And I still understand say it depends on the type of egusi.
One are ant, one is aging. The handle you can get it 3,500. But this aging now is 2,500. So sell it 2,800. Depends of the person.
So only that two type of egusi in a day?
Yes.
Okay. So apart from this one, how much did they measure for this rubber?
Like this one now is 5,000. So sell it 5,500.
5,000. Which one, the hand or the?
The aging.
Okay.
The hand you can get it 7,500, 7,000. Depends of the person. Yes.
So what about cup? How do they measure for cup?
This cup is 400. This one is 400. The hand is 600. Why the aging is 400?
Why the hand there past the?
Because it's human being that used to break it. Human being will take time and break it. And the aging, maybe a back can be broken in a minute.
Well, okay. As now you might be now they break down with hand. Which one if you say they better part? The one where they break with hand or the one that they break with engine?
The one they break with aging. It dey like the hand it dey thick than the aging . If you cook the hand it will thick. We have seeds inside. The aging will be so light. It's not. There's no difference in it. That's yeah.
Well, na the same melon, just be say one.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
The melon sometimes e go come down, sometimes e go there. So we not gonna know the one we dey for inside. Even the outside when we still dey follow dey buy, some they will say it cheap, some go say it there. If you go New Benin, if you reach there, you will see cheap one buy, but for here, e no dey like come down.
So how much na person dey buy am before and after dey buy am now?
Before we dey buy am 7,000.
For which one?
For rubber.
Rubber of which one? Because I
rubber of rice.
Okay.
Rubber of rice 7,000 before. But now we come dey buy am 6,000 for here for Selu market here. But if you go New Benin, you buy am 5,500. But if you reach here, they will say it never drop. Now 6,000 we dey buy am for here. But if you go New Benin, you buy am 5,500.
So now, they say na two type of melon dey. Now they say the ando and the NGO.
Now the NGO now be 6,500.
Okay.
Why the hand though you see am buy 8,000 or 7,000.
Okay. So how much you got to dey measure am for cup?
We dey sell for 450. We dey sell 400.
Okay. Which one be quality?
The one of engine we fit sell 400. We fit sell 450.
Yeah.
Why hand though 600, 500.
So what if you say be the difference between this engine and the hand though?
Na the hand though na dey sweet pass and na see white pass.
Okay.
So this NGO some dey carry sand. If you want cook and you fit blow and you select am. Na be the different one dey inside.
Okay. So apart from this cup, which other cup dey measure egusi?
Na kobi owo. That is half of per rice rubber.
Yeah, how much?
That one na 3,000 for the half of rubber.
For which one, the hand or the engine?
For the engine. Why for the hand though na 4,000.
So now you say the price is now never too come down like that.
E never too come down because e go come down, e go still go up. E dey wave.
Well, you suppose get season wey be say egusi go take dey come down, wey be say e go cheap for market.
Na when you need come outside. When you need come the plant come outside, melon go still come outside, go still drop small.
So like this I will never reach that season.
No, e never reach.
That's why it's still there on the high side.
Yes.
So between how much they buy and before and after they buy, and like how much difference? If you talk like how much difference we do now, they
like 1,000 different now before now 7,000 now na 6,000.
Okay. So if you get the time that they buy and pass like for a lower price.
Before that time, I don't see 3,000 for rubber. 1,800.
And now they go up. Jonathan regime, we were selling it 15 naira. Hand melon was 18 naira. Engine melon was 15 naira. But now we are buying a cup of hand melon 700 naira. Engine melon 500 naira in the market. So you people should go and talk about it. It's not only melon, even pepper.
So they carry for bag.
Look at the bag over there. Now, do you see it?
Yes.
That bag of melon now, I'm buying it 360,000 naira. In a bag. Jonathan regime, I was buying it 32,000 naira at bag. That was there. So when we are in Buhari regime, and I start buying it 220,000 naira in a bag, we now started complaining. But now we're in Jagaba regime. We are buying it 360,000. Do you see the bag? That is the bag over there. I'm buying it in the market now 360,000 naira.
Well, they say that the period of melon now they say supposed come down.
That is the thing. Now we are saying come down. We buy it 400 and something thousand. We bought this particular bag 420, 430. But now we're in the period of melon. Now we are buying it 360. Look at the bag over there. Look at it. This is the melon bag. I'm buying it 360 in the market right now. If I transport it. You see it? In Jonathan regime, I was buying it at 2,000 naira. Jagaban regime, I bought it. Highest price is 120. Now I'm buying it 360 in the market. Yes, look at it now. Look at the evidence. I'm showing you the bag now. 360,000 naira I bought it.
Egusi call down small. I dey sell 450. I dey sell 400. I dey sell 450. I dey sell 400.
So how much do they carry it for market? Now bag they carry, be they measure?
No, na measure. I dey measure. Because I no get money for bag. I dey measure.
So that measurement, how much do they carry?
That measurement, I dey carry am. The time wey be say I never know as e dey sell, I dey carry am 3,500. But now na 3,000.
Okay. So how you say they can't measure am? Because now two type, handle and engine.
Hand you na dey front. There is the one wey dey back na engine. That hand you 650. The engine I dey sell 450, 400.
For cup?
Yes.
Which other thing say they measure am? Which other side say they measure am?
Nah, just only this meat cup.
Now you say they measure for the.
Yes.
So what if you say be the difference between that engine and the handle?
Different day because that engine, that handle jare, they cook am. They say they sweet pass engine. Now make am.
So now that be the difference. Now make am dear pass this other one because.
Yes, now how did they take break am? No be engine. person wey dey break call for me na ag if e no break for me I no go buy because that one wey be say they did that
You no go chook.
e no go choke. Yes.
But now what they mix now, of course it's sell and the way they say and price.
Yes na so that they go see their own for inside. As I buy na I go sell but I no dey miss am.
But they say now the season of egusi now with this.
Yes na.
So why the price is still be like this? Suppose come that pass this one.
As they sell for here now. No say here now with New Benin no be the same.
Like what will be the difference?
New Benin now they fit sell 2.8 but here 3,000. That be the difference.
But time is small. But it be like what we say some person they go buy for New Benin. If you go buy for New Benin, sell for here. How you go taste that one you buy
All
for
that
2.8?
one they get the power to take go that side now. Person wey no get power go say dey here go dey. If na 109 dey inside, to me I'm okay. But some people they find big money for inside. As it talk, if na small money na dey inside for me, I'm okay. Na so e be.
As we've seen, egusi remains a staple in many Nigerian households, but its rising costs continue to shape the choices of both traders and consumers. From supply challenges to increased transport expenses, several factors are influencing today's prices. Yet, despite these difficulties, families continue to adapt and traders work hard to keep their business going. The hope is that prices become more stable in the weeks ahead, easing the pressure on every home.